everybody. It is me, Sacred G, whatever you want to call me. And today I kind of want to, well, not kind of want to, but I want to talk about um, more details to why I quit McDonald's. I do feel like I left quite a bit out. And I also want to wish you guys a happy Easter. Right now it's 11:01 p.m. as of time of recording this audio. And I hope you guys had a great Easter. I sure did. And I want to talk about the gameplay footage. I know you guys have been seeing Dead by Daylight in a lot of the background of my videos. Sometimes I switch it up, but for the most part, I've been using DBD. And the reason for that is actually because I've been playing that game for quite a while, and that's so far the only game I've been playing as of right now. Also, I want to thank you guys so much for the 50 subs. Much, 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 much appreciated. And so let's get this show started. I'm going to give you guys some more examples to why I left experience McDonald's. All right, so one of the things I forgot to bring up is that they didn't, when I first showed up there, this was like, I think the third week of me working. Some chick was upset in the back room. I don't know if I told this in the first video, but if I did, I did. But I don't believe I told this in the first half or the first part of the video. Anyways, there's this chick that was upset, and this kid was talking to her, and I heard that they didn't actually properly fire you. This was actually another problem I had. They never punished anybody, but instead, if you disobeyed them, you didn't kiss their ass or whatever the fuck it may be. They would send you to the gas chambers. No, I'm just kidding. They would actually send you to one of the fucking worst locations in the entire city, at least the one that I live in. That should have been my indicator to say, okay, I'm going to leave, find another job. But no, I stuck with it for that long because, money. Another thing that I can think of that caused me, or that they did that I didn't care for. Oh, yeah, the McBitch, the assistant manager. He didn't help at all. Like, he didn't have any initiative to seem to even want to fucking help us whatsoever. Like, I would never see him pitch in. I think I might have brought this up in the first video, but I never saw him pitch in. And I remember in specific, this is the time. This pissed me off. He asked us to bring up a box of fries, and we were slammed. This was one of our busy days, and I went back to the freezer because it's a small store. So I was like, okay, I'll go grab a box of fries. I cannot open them because I need to go back on grill. So I take the box of fries, I bring it up for him, and I leave it down, right next to the fry hopper because they had like a cart with a tray on it, or like a counter next to it. So I put it on top of that, and I go back to the grill to do my stuff to help out the person back there because we were fucking busy. The man, this is his part of the job. He's working up front. Either him or somebody in that area needs to fucking open that box of fries, right? He fucking gets mad at us. Literally, they weren't that busy. We were slammed. We had to fucking catch up with our orders and with the meat and the nuggets and everything else. And the fucker literally got pissed off with us and said, I don't even remember what he said, to be honest, but I do recall that it was because we didn't open the thing for him. He was just fucking pathetic, man. Like, the one time I did see it, I don't know if I brought this up in the first one, but the one time I did see him carrying a box of fries, he couldn't even fucking lift it. Like, he was very skinny. This guy was like fucking thin. He was like a twig, and the guy couldn't even fucking lift up a box of fries. Like, he was literally just holding it in front of his abdomen, like letting it droop, his arms drooping it. Like, what the fuck? It's not that heavy, you know? Like, he just had some issues, man. Like, I just didn't really care for him. Like, after I got on the floor, I just couldn't help but get this vibe that he was a phony fuck. And that's pretty much why I think he was the bigger problem because he seemed to call the shots. Another problem too, and this was actually what caused me to leave. I wasn't planning to leave that day, you know. I wasn't planning to walk out that day, but after this event, I was like, oh my God. So, in the process of being asked to do dishes, I don't think I mentioned this. I dropped a shitload of nuggets because we had a rush. This kid who thinks he's hot shit when he jumps back to the fucking assembly line and thinks he's our boss. Like he literally like is nice to you in front of your face, and then when he jumped on fucking what was it, the assembly line, he would act like an asshole. Like he would like as soon as you ran out of nuggets and you're busy with something else, he would literally say, "Why didn't you guys have this up, this many times ago?" Knowing we were doing other shit. Like we didn't have time to go and check that. We had to not burn the fucking product. It's fucking ridiculous. Anywho, the older manager, I don't even remember what I called her in the first video. I just called her old bitch, I guess. So the old bitch, him and I get into this fight over, or altercation, not fight. It wasn't even really that long. This altercation with each other, and she jumps into my defense, and then literally after that, not even that long after that, they're talking shit. I can hear them. They're calling me lazy. Was never judged for my work because they never fucking did anything to give constructive feedback to how my performance was, so I had no fucking clue what their expectations were. And the funny thing is, too, is that it's funny they were asking me to do a two fucking person job and calling me lazy. And this fucking old bitch told me to my face she knew one area. She literally came up to me. I don't know if I told this. I apologize if all these may sound familiar, but she came up to me and she fucking straight up told me she only knew that one area. She knew no other place in the store, and she was there for a year at the time she told me this. So in that year, you didn't fucking bother to even learn a new thing about the place you're working in, and then now you have a leadership position. Like, yes, floor managers is still a leader. They run the shift, or shift managers, I think is what they're called. I don't fucking remember. I haven't worked there in years. And it's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, after hearing that, that's when I left. That's when I made the final decision. Plus, the four people who needed to show up because we were fucked didn't show up, and they usually did. But in this case, they fucking didn't show up. And I was like, fuck this. I'm not gonna sit here and tolerate this bullshit any fucking longer. Like, I'm done. As I said in the first video, my work buddy showed up and I got a lift home. And that was that. Like, fuck that place, dude. Fuck that place. And to speak more on the other shitty location they would send you to, I had that manager, the guy, the creepy manager, the one that claimed that him and his buddies accidentally fucked 15-year-olds. Is from his own words. Don't know again if that's all bullshit, trying to brag and look cool. No, it's just this dude's a fucking creep, and he got sent to the shitty location. That's how I know this is real. I actually almost forgot to mention that because it's just unbelievable. It's hilarious to me, man. Like I like looking back on that, it's funny. But some of the shit they did, like they were cutting my pay, to be honest. Like seriously, like cutting my hours. Are you fucking kidding? Like that's cutting my pay. And then when I asked about it, as I mentioned in the first part, with this chick who actually gave me a lift home, and she was cool. And then she went behind my back because I was asking about my hours, and she made fun of me for it. Like, I'm sorry your parents must have passed away when you were born, but Jesus Christ, don't take it out on other people. Like McDonald's, I'm not saying all locations again are like this. I've heard people having wonderful experiences most of the time, but yes, there can be shitty locations as well. I mean, just because it's always light doesn't mean there's darkness somewhere. Okay, I mean, it depends, I guess, on leadership, but that's what I wanted to bring up. It's already 10 fucking minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll try to think of any more. I might just like make those a little shorter if I do. Anywho, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace the fuck out, and thanks for watching. And thank you again very much for 50 subs. I highly, highly, highly appreciate it. A lot, actually. It means a lot. And I actually got criticism, finally. But with this microphone, unfortunately, for me to edit the audio, I actually have to have it close to my mouth so I can see the voice blips in Audacity when I cut it. So that's kind of why it's close to my mouth and hear me adjusting it so I can see the fucking voice bits so that way I don't clip something on accident. Anywho, I'll see you guys in the next video. Fuck that McDonald's location and fuck that manager. Fuck you, dude. See you guys in the next video. Peace the fuck out. You know what? Fuck it. I'll try to think of one other story that I remember. I remember there's this Russian dude. He was cool. Don't get me wrong. Other besides this one weird interaction I had with him, which was about how I grew up in Russia, but he lives in the U.S. now. And it's really tough there and everything like that. Don't get me wrong. I do think it's tough to live in Russia. However, you live in the US, and what does your life have anything to do with the kids today? You literally came from another country, so I don't want to hear it. You know, like it was kind of weird, but that was the only interaction. And one other person I did forget to bring up. This guy was fucking weird. I don't know what it is with this place. With the weird people, but this dude was strange, man. I remember I would try to drop like multiple 10 to 1s, a little more than what they actually would say that you need to drop, just, to be safe than sorry. Like, if we run out for, stock or ammo, I guess you can say, for like the McDoubles, the McDouble meat, he would come back and coach me. Quotes here. Coach me, and treat me like I was stupid, would literally walk all the way back, fucking show a picture, like take out this thing and show a picture of how you're supposed to do it. Don't get me wrong, that's how they want to do it, but you need to be smarter. You gotta work smarter, not harder. You can't fucking keep putting down the same amount. You gotta experiment a little bit. And I was able to fucking cook 10 of those motherfuckers. 10! 10 of them. And it's just like I wouldn't take him seriously, and I felt bad because it's like I kind of like this dude. He seems cool. However, when you treat me like I'm an idiot, that's when we start having problems, and I will not fucking listen to you. Ever. If you're going to treat me like I'm a fucking idiot, I ain't going to listen to you. Who would? And I guess we can I don't really recall much of the morning shift. I do remember not liking it, and I think what really caused my hours to be cut, I don't think I mentioned this, was the fact that I asked to work in the afternoon because I did not get along with the other manager, the other douchebag who would get mad like as soon as you ran out of like sausage, he would treat it like you should have had this down. You should have had this put down before, like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm too busy doing other shit. Like, you need to put a bunch of those fucking sausages down while I'm trying to do other shit. Like, they told me the important stuff was the muffins, so the English muffins, so I would keep a track on that. Anyways, I would yell back at him, because I don't fucking just sit there and take it. And fucking, I went and asked the assistant manager to get my schedule changed. He didn't do a fucking thing, of course. I mean, the guy's too much of a pussy to even work grill. So how, like, I should have known that he wouldn't have done anything, but I asked him anyways because I always give people the benefit of the doubt, and he didn't do shit. So I asked the GM, and then that actually ended up happening. She was cool, actually. This GM, she was alright. She was actually the only cool fucking manager it seemed to be. You know? Like, they just took advantage of you in certain ways. Like, if you, I guess, were silent or quiet, or if you dare to fucking break out of their bullshit, or retaliate because, some of the things they did was fucking stupid, they would take advantage of you, I guess. I don't know why they did, and they thought they were like smart. Like, yeah, I know you guys are cutting my hours, and I know you guys are keeping me back here. Like, we had to literally wait. Like, this really infuriates me. We had to wait. We had to wait for a manager to tell us to either use to if it's okay to use the restroom. We had to go ask, and when our breaks were, and they wouldn't say anything until lunch rush came, and they would, like, I guess, forget about you. And I remember one time, I think I told this. I don't want to retell stories, you know. And anyways, yeah, I think me asking, sorry for the tangent, but uh, me asking for that schedule change, I think, is what fucked me in the end. I don't know how. Yeah, I guess that's just what happens sometimes, Like, I just don't understand how that would do anything. I guess because it interfered with somebody's schedule. Speaking of that, all the managers actually had set and steady schedules. Like, all the managers did. It's I was like, okay. I remember looking at that too. I even think a few crew members that were favored because, they sucked their dick to the point where they are probably dry, I think even some of them had like set steady schedules too. It's just fucking weird, I just don't fucking get it. The whole vibe there too, I guess you could say, was preppy. Everyone thought they were fucking hot shit and they weren't. The fucking manager's still there now. You're a fucking loser. Like, every one of those people who are older than 30 and you get mad when certain, like, really mad. I mean, like, fucking you yell at somebody, and you to, like, over a fucking piece of meat because it didn't come up on time, and you treat it like, oh, we need to be perfect. Go fuck yourself, you fucking pathetic loser ass bitch. Yeah, I'm speaking of to that fucking creepy ass manager to begin with. He was a fucking creep. Like, if he really did, I don't know if that was true, but if he really did accidentally sleep with 15-year-olds, dude, you need to go to fucking jail and get the shit kicked out of you repeatedly, over and over again, to the point where they kick your gums out after they kick your teeth out. Anywho, that's me. I can't really think of anything else. I thought of as many of the reasons, or one of the what leads this location to be pretty bad and why I left. And also, I wanted to reward you guys by giving some more of these because this is the best I can do right now. I've just been busy, got another job, so I start tomorrow, which is awesome. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace the fuck out. Thank you very much for watching. And I do want to apologize if some of these were actually the same. I didn't rewatch the video before because I wanted to remember everything as it was. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace the fuck out. Bye.